What a nice surprise.
Where have you been all afternoon? Your secretary didn't know where to find you.
But she should have checked my schedule. Caulfield was sick, so I took his court date.
Well, you were in court?
Yeah, the prosecution's summation was as long as Gone with the Wind. Are you hungry?
No, Sophia's been trying to reach you all afternoon, Mason.
Oh, I hope she doesn't want me to run interference for her and Dad again. You know, my car broke down in the middle of traffic. I had to take a cab to get
Mason,
over.
we have to get over to your parents' house right now.
Why? What does Sophia want?
Let me explain it on the way, okay? Come on.
Explain here.
There's been an accident. Eden's plane went down.
She lied?
They don't know. They're still looking. I'm sorry. Come on, go.
What is the problem? You can't talk without the sheriff's permission?
Look, Sheriff Calloway will be here any minute now.
Every minute we sit around here could be costing her her life.
Slow down.
I want to know what's going on up there.
Look, we think we pinpointed the site of the crash. Sheriff's with the search party now.
And when does the sheriff plan to check in?
He'll check in soon.
It's 5 o'clock. Has a rescue team been sent out yet?
They'll go at first light tomorrow.
First light. Do you have any idea what the temperature gets down to in those mountains? Now, how the hell is she supposed to survive out there overnight?
Cruz, they're doing the best they can.
Don't tell me that! These people have given up on her, and so are you. You're just assuming she's dead.
Don't you dare tell me I've assumed my daughter is dead.
Then hire a helicopter, Mr. C, and get us out there looking for her.
We've had a couple of hours of daylight left. That's it. We get the
We're gonna sit
equipment now.
around here for God's sake. We're gonna talk about it. She is alone out there right now.
We don't know these mountains. Neither one of us. We have to rely on the sheriff's department.
You show me where she dropped off the radar.
Right here, the first quadrant.
Yeah? All right, I need a topographical map. I need weather records, especially things pertaining to the wind at the time she went down. You got that?
All right. Now, it's yours, but I cannot authorize a search without clearance.
That's fine. You do what you have to, and I'll do what I have.
Just get a hold of Sheriff Calloway. I want to talk to him.
Now, hold on a minute. These demands have got to stop. Now, you're nice people. I understand you're upset, but you got to take my word. We know what we're doing, and we're doing everything we can
I
about
just
it.
want to make sure you're not dragging your feet. If my daughter can be found tonight, do you understand me?
Yes, I do.
Good.
I'm not gonna sit.
Cruz, what are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm gonna go find Eden.
Planning something serious for tonight?
I don't have a date. That's what you mean?
You planning a visit to the Capwells?
I thought Sophia would appreciate the flowers.
It's a lovely gesture, but if I were you, don't go.
The woman may have just lost her daughter. Now, I know what that pain is like. The flowers are nothing, but I would just like her to know I care.
Don't let sympathy cloud your purpose. When you think of the Capwells, think of your mother and how much she suffered. Think of her pain. Don't ever forget her pain. I never will.
If I know Daddy's called out the National Guard by now.
Yeah, you're right. People can survive up in those mountains, can't they?
Capwell resident.
Eden.
No,
man.
Mrs. Capwell isn't.
She wouldn't let a little thing like
Comment.
engine trouble interfere with her wedding plans. Where's Brandon?
Brandon is with Santana. She's going to keep this from him until Cece or I can talk to him.
I think that's a good idea.
I keep hoping that that's Cece on the phone every time it rings.
It's a reporter. He says he's from one of Cece's magazines.
Tell him we have no comment and that if he calls us back, he'll be on unemployment by tomorrow morning.
Hello? No one can speak to you. Please don't call
it's
again.
just a story to them. It's the headline. Who's going to be the first with the news?
Eden Strong, it's going to be good news.
No, please. The family will make a statement as soon as we have more information.
You know, I get frightened when this phone rings, and I get frightened when it doesn't ring. Isn't that silly? Do you know what I mean? Because as long as I don't know, then I still have hope that she's alive.
I refuse to believe otherwise.
She and Cruz were on their way to get married.
Eden has always believed if you fight for something hard enough, that she'll get her own way. That usually happens.
That's the way your dad raised her.
And that's what's going to get her through this. She'll come home.
Hey. What do you think you're doing?
Inspector Castillo with the Santa Barbara Police. I'm here about Eden Capwell.
See the gal that went down today?
I want to see your maintenance records on the chartered plane.
Look, I'm just a grunt around here, you know. I only do what I'm told.
Okay, where does your boss keep the logs?
Why don't you ask him? He's gone.
He's gone. If I wanted to rent a helicopter right away, how would I do that?
Well, it's easy. You come back tomorrow.
That's not good enough.
Hey, look, I'd like to help you out, but I got a plane to unload.
All right, let me explain the situation to you. I'm gonna see those records, and I'm gonna tear this place apart if you don't show me where they are.
Okay.
Has anybody from the sheriff's office been up here asking about that plane's other?
No, why should they? Hey, why don't you take a look for yourself, huh? You can see what good care we take of our machines.
Good care you take of the machines. I'm sure. This plane was due for an inspection?
We were within the limits. The plane had 90 hours since the last inspection.
And what is a broken fuel gauge? What's that?
It was replaced. Now, we meet the FAA requirements, so if you have any complaints, you talk to them.
I'll talk to the mechanic. Is his name listed here?
Well, you're looking at him right now. Now, what the hell is your problem, fella?
My problem is a woman who's missing in the mountains. She's probably hurt, and I want to find her, okay?
That plane came apart. There's not going to be much to find.
What do you mean if the plane came apart? What do you know about that?
You know, one thing. You're not going to pin this on us, okay? Now, look, there's a lot of amateur pilots that come in and out of here. And when their planes go down, you don't have to look very far to know why.
This particular amateur is an excellent pilot.
Well, maybe she is. The weather can change pretty quickly up there, you know. I mean, they have updrafts, downdrafts, winter squalls, you know. Come on, man. Anything could have happened up there.
Come on, man. If that plane was in good shape, I'm telling you, she brought it down.
Well, I hope you're right. But if not, I'll send her a lily.
Send her a lily. Man, I am talking about a woman's life here.
No kidding, huh? Come on, now, what is she to you?
We're gonna get married today. Does that mean anything
I'm sorry, man. I just thought it was
to
a
you? You
case
saved the
that you-
apologies. I want the chopper, and I want it to pick me up at the sheriff's field station as soon as possible.
Look, honest, we don't have any pilots.
You can't fly?
I'll tell you what. Give me the name and telephone number of this guy, okay? Now, he's retired, but he's one of the best pilots in the country. Now, maybe you can talk him into taking me over, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, I hope you find her.
Don't you worry about it. I'll find her. I'll find her. You had a rough time of it, huh? You're gonna be okay. Said you just Rest. You're safe here. Hurt you anymore. No one.
I tried the airport and then the old airstrip.
Is Cruz there?
At the airstrip, he's trying to rent a helicopter.
Daddy, do you think he's right? Think maybe Eden's just lost or hurt or something?
Baby, I want to believe it. I want to believe it. I just want to be prepared.
Daddy.
Sweetheart, maybe we have to face what I am most afraid of.
But Eden's a good pilot. I mean, maybe she had an emergency landing or her
Sweetheart,
radio was off or something.
Listen. If she is there, we're going to find her. We will. I don't want you to get your hopes up.
I've never heard you say that before.
I'm afraid, kid. I've never been afraid before.
So am I, Dad. So am I.
Capwell, I'm Sheriff Calloway.
What about my daughter? Did you find the plane?
Well, we went up about as far as we could go into those mountains. That snow really makes it rough. I understand there's a police inspector here looking for me.
Cruz Castillo, he's not here.
What about my daughter?
Well, I'd like to talk to all of you at the same time. Why don't we just wait for the inspector?
I don't want to wait for anybody. I want to know about my daughter. What happened?
I'm sorry. I'm really very sorry.
Eden? I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else. Forgive me. Dear God. I would have asked, but I had to get him off you before he caught pneumonia. Hey. Come on. You can talk later. You just rest now. Your body's had a shock. It needs time to mend. Maybe I should get you something to eat. Probably too soon anyhow. I'm gonna help you get better. You've gotta trust me. You've got a lot of fight, I gotta give you that. It's probably why you've made it this far. Hey. sure you pull through this. I give you my word. I haven't given that to too many people in my life.
Alex, thank you very much for coming.
You have my number. Call me, please, if there's anything I can do.
I will, thank you.
I'm sure Cece's making arrangements right now to bring everyone back.
Yeah, me too. Hello, hello.
Jeffrey.
Dr. Nicholas.
It's a coincidence.
Yeah, surprising. These are for you.
That's very nice, thank you.
What are you doing here?
Mason, don't.
Should I get that?
No, I can. Thank you. Hello?
Hello, darling.
Hi, baby.
I waited to call until I talked to the sheriff, you know, the one who was heading the search.
Yes? Have they found Eden, darling?
Baby, we have to be strong now.
Oh, my God, what happened?
Is someone there with you?
Yes, Mason is, and Victoria.
Why don't you put Mason on, huh?
Cece, I want to hear this from you.
Sophia, you know how much I love you. And you know, the children just adore you. Especially Eden. I mean, she was angry when you came back, but that's because she was so proud. And because she's like me, you know.
Cece, for God's sake, what happened?
They found the plane, darling.
And what about Eden?
They say the plane blew up in midair.
Oh.
He's gone. So... Tonight, darling. There isn't anything more I can do here. I'll take care of everything when I get back.
Did your father charter a helicopter to take you back to Salt Lake?
I'd like to see my sister's things, Sheriff.
Miss Capwell, you may be in shock. Why don't you sit back down a minute?
I don't want to sit down. I want to see what you found.
All right, stay right here.
Mr. C, I found the chopper. Sorry, whenever you're ready. You Calloway?
That's right.
Sophia, I'll call you back. I have to... Cruz just came in. I've got a... He hasn't been told yet.
Eden, where are you? Why won't you answer me? I'm here, right over here. Where are you? Baby, it's me. Talk to me, please. You've been pretty restless. You have a little fever. Don't worry about it.
I used to have a lot of bad dreams, too. They pass. It's a good thing I found you when I did. If I hadn't, who knows how much longer you would have lasted out there.
You feel this? How about this? Can you move them? Come on. It's okay. Don't worry. It's too soon. Your body's still in shock. But we've got time. Lots of time. We expected to find some debris. So, that doesn't mean anything.
Cruz, they said they found some things of hers up there.
Yeah, she left some things when she went to find help, Kelly.
No, that's not what they think.
I arranged for us to fly out of here tonight. Your copter pilot wants to know what he should do.
You should stick around. I'm not going anywhere without Eden. Can you show me the coordinates of where you found this stuff?
Marked right here on the map.
Cruz, it's no use, son.
I never thought I would see the day when C.C. Capwell gave up.
You have now.
Daddy, where did you go?
The sheriff wanted me to sign some papers.
What papers?
Mr. Capwell identified some of his daughter's effects.
May I see them?
This may not be much comfort, Mr. Capwell, but it must have all happened very quickly. There must be some mercy in that. I'm sorry. I know how you feel. I have a daughter the same age.
I want a complete investigation, Sheriff. I want to find out why the accident happened.
Well, that may not be as easy as it sounds. I mean, even if there's an early thaw, some of the evidence will be lost.
Then we'll get the best forensic men we can get in, that's all. You'll just do that, won't you?
Well, I've already contacted the National Transportation Board, and we'll get some answers soon.
Right.
You're not really going to buy this, are you, Mr. C?
He's doing what he can, Cruz.
It doesn't seem like enough to me.
I'm sorry about your loss, Inspector, but you can't appreciate working up on that mountain if you've never done it. Well, I've got some things to check out. I'll call you at the hotel or when you get back to Santa Barbara as soon as I know something.
I want my daughter back. I mean, I want to take her back for a proper funeral.
But that could take days, maybe weeks, before we could make a partial recovery of the body.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way. I'm really sorry.
So, we're just gonna walk away? We're gonna take this guy's word for it?
Cruz, the guy seems like he knows what his job is.
The guy doesn't know a damn thing about Eden, Kelly. If there was even the slightest chance of getting out of that plane alive, she got out. I told her not to... a dozen times, I asked her, please. Well, I'll tell you, I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind about this. When I find her, I'm gonna read her the riot act.
Hang on a second. You're not talking sense right now, Cruz. Come on.
Kelly. If it were me up there on that mountain, Eden would never, ever give up.
Cruz.
I want you to stop it. We're all upset, but this isn't helping anything.
I apologize if our coming made things worse.
Mason, let's go find Ted. I think he should hear the news from you. Come on.
I'd appreciate it if you'd leave right now, Dr. Nicholas, and take your lackey with you.
Let's go, Jeffrey.
Again, I'm terribly sorry. For all of you.
Mason, you only said that because you're hurting.
Yeah.
As bad as I thought. This is gonna help. Maybe a little warm at first. No, don't be scared. I have to take it off in order to treat your hand. The frostbite. I have to get your circulation back. I have some salve I want to put on your hand, but I can't do it until I take the ring off first, okay? It's very pretty. Must be from somebody very special. I'm sorry, but you getting better comes first.
thought I'd find you back here.
How you doing?
Evidently, your mood hasn't changed.
Look, I have some work to do, okay?
Look, I thought maybe you'd like to talk about what
No,
happened.
I don't want to rehash it now. You were right, I should have stayed away.
Yes, you should have. Things between you and Mason are much too raw right now.
Hey, where do you get off being so hypocritical, huh? You say you hate the Capwells out of one side of your mouth, and then you rush over and see Sophia as if you were her closest friend.
Like you, I wanted to express my concern. I have no quarrel with Sophia or Eden.
You know, I really believe that you meant all those things you said.
And I did.
You don't see anything two-faced in
No.
that? No? No? Not after you told me to stay away from there myself.
Jeffrey, I was right.
How can people in the same family be so different? I mean, Kelly is nothing like her father and Mason.
And neither is Sophia. Maybe that's why we're drawn to them.
Just tell me, I can't keep it all straight in my mind. How can I justify what I'm doing and still care about Kelly, huh?
You are not a machine. None of us can program our feelings. We both know what a death in the family does to the ones it leaves behind. Of course you feel for them.
Kelly and Eden are so close.
She's gonna need you when she gets back.
No, I think it's best if I stay in the background. I'd only cause more trouble.
I told you to stay away from the Capwells because I was afraid of this very thing.
What? Afraid I might have a heart?
No, I was afraid you confuse your feelings for Kelly with her father, with Mason. You care for her. There is nothing wrong with that.
No? What happens when we go through with your plans? What happens when we hurt the people Kelly loves? That's right. We hurt her too. We both know that. We take her right down with the rest of her family.
And that's inevitable. It's sad, but very necessary.
How's Sophia?
She's resting.
It's all a lie, you know. This drink, Sophia resting, you looking busy. Nothing helps to stop it.
She wasn't in her room when I went to find her.
Where was she?
In Eden's old room.
Maybe she feels closer to her there. I used to call it the shrine. You know, when Eden had gone off to Europe, Dad kept everything exactly the way it was. I guess it's a sort of tribute to her perfection.
Why are you being so cynical, Mason?
Oh, I'm sorry. I set the dial for numb and just haven't gotten it yet.
We're all trying to deal with what's happened.
Yeah, but you have this incredible calm in the face of tragedy. I don't know how you do it. Or is it just acting?
I guess in a way. I was trying to think of what Eden would do if it were one of us.
Do just what you're doing. Try to take charge. I didn't know you knew her that well. Listen, while I'm still able to say it, I want to thank you. I know this hasn't been easy for you, but I'm awfully glad I didn't have to go through it alone.
Well, I'm glad I could help. I hope you know you can depend on me now.
I'd like to propose a toast to my sister. You played a lot of rotten tricks on us when we were little, Eden, but this one really stinks. No fair leaving us behind.
We appreciate everything you've done, Sheriff.
I only wish it could have been more. I plan on taking over the investigation myself, so we'll get to the bottom of what happened.
Thank you.
When Cruz comes back, will you tell him that we're at the hotel?
It's time to go home.
Did you find anything? What happened?
Absolutely nothing. I owe you an apology, Mr. Calloway.
No, you don't, son. I'll be in touch.
Did you see the remains of the wreckage?
No. And to tell you the truth, I don't know how they ever saw it. There's so much snow out there. There's nothing. It's like it never happened. It's like she just disappeared into heaven. They're pretty sure that she didn't feel anything. Oh, I died up there. Come on. No, something should be. Oh, there should be something to show for this.
Listen to me. Listen. You see what she left us? It's inside of us. And nobody's going to take that away.
I can't say goodbye. God help me. I can't.
No nightmares this time. That's good. It's coming back. I can feel it. The strength in your hands. This may hurt a little bit. Good. That's real good. You felt that, didn't you?
I'm Tom Brokaw. Join me in the NBC.
Today, the Code of the West is resurrected when a hot-headed young Texan hires Magnum to find his former cheerleader sister. Magnum, today at 4, here on Channel 2.